And in football, you can say the same, can you? That why do things in the same way that they've always been done? I heard you say that sometimes you are on the touchline and things are going not well, and you think, what would Cruyff or Johan do here? And it's what you're saying, isn't it? It's not so much what he would do. You're actually telling yourself, how can we do this completely different?
Yes, but it's not to do it differently, to be differently. No, it's because all the managers, we take a lot of decisions for feelings. So we have a lot of information. You have to take a lot of information about the opponents, your mates, and put it in your brain. That is the first part. But the second one is already processed. It's already in your brain. You have to live your feelings. And why today play this guy or this guy? The players don't understand that. Why this guy. Sometimes it's for the locker room. Sometimes because I am a human being and I want to help him. And it's not about the quality or about the other one is playing bad. No, it's because in that day I wake up, I want to let him play. Sometimes for that reason. And sometimes the media or even your mates or your staff or the players don't understand that. Yeah, but that is what it is. Because you imagine that is going to help for the next month, for the next period. I want to prove him. I want to make competition for the other one for many, 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 many reasons. And sometimes the people say, oh, he's a genius, oh, creative. Or... No, sometimes the decisions are so normal and just let your instinct flow.
Oh, my gift is my song, and this one is for you. Do we all have a gift to give?
Of course.
What's yours?
Course. Well, I think I'm good in football. I think, playing professionally, I think I'm good in
bit?
that.
The leading, the playing, the understanding it, the dissecting
I think I'm good because it's my passion. So I love, when I say I love this game, I love that. And when your passion is in front of you, always it works. Always I try when I was in Barcelona more than here, I go to the schools or the universities. It's always the same, look for your talent. Maybe you don't know which one is, but try to look for it. If you want to like to, work in the more stupid thing, but you like a lot, do it. Just do it. Because after that, when that happens, you do your best. And after, of course, there were lucky moments in your life, it happened. So always my kids, I said the same. So try to discover what you like the most. Make your effort, because it will not be effort. We'll do it like a pleasure. And the life sometimes is short, sometimes is long. But if you wake up every morning and you're going to do something you like, that is enough. That is the payoff, your life payoff for that reason.
Is there a second thing that you like the most? So if football hadn't been part of your life or something had happened that stopped you being part of football?
Well, I think you have been with a lot of managers. When you are of them, all of them, they explain to you, it's so excessive, it's so demanding, it's so stressful in a good way, and have another option is so complicated. I love read books, for example, love it. When I was young, I read a lot, but since I became manager, I read once a year or two a year, because I'm not able sometimes when I read. Now, international break, I have more time in the summertime. But during the day, I cannot, because I'm thinking I waste my time, I could see more games, I could prepare better the training session, or analyze what we have done a little bit better. But when I try to relax the most, or I try to break a little bit, is when I play golf.
Somebody with a gift, a huge gift, we discussed him a little bit already, Johan Cruyff. The gift of thinking differently, the gift of doing things in a new way, the gift of communicating that passion to you. I heard you say you fell in love with what he gave you. He gave you that gift of falling in love with football, didn't he?
Yeah, that's true. That he helped me to love this game, to love football. And to love it, you have to understand it. To love something, you have to understand what you love. And he gave us their secrets, because the way he sees football is completely different than the other ones. But the way he sees, he was so attractive. So it was a lot of powerful in that way. And we were involved. Many of us, we were involved in that.
And new. A lot of it was new. It just make you think. Do you remember the first time that he actually said to you, boom, you do this way? It's like, how could it be that I've been training for like 15 years and I never thought of that? Yeah. Well, when was the first time that you felt like that?
Yeah, immediately.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So especially realize when I met a lot of other managers, when I learned a lot different things, more a lot of different things. So as I remember, he said something that was unique. So the other ones, they did a lot of things that are quite similar. But he gave us, when he told us, it was wow, it's so simple. The most principal things. It was perfect when you are so young, 7, 8, 9, the basics, the principles, So sometimes when I hear many times Michael Jordan say, the people play for his physicality, but he has to learn the fundamentals. He has to learn the reason why. And Cruyff, it was like this. It's not you have success, it's enough. Why did you have success yesterday? Why did you play that ball in the right channel for the attacking midfielder, for the winger? Tell me, why? No, because I thought, no, you were wrong because the movement of the opponent was the opposite and you should decide the opposite way you decided. So, and it's every day was like this, you open, wow, it's true. And that's why I always explain the same. It's like a game, it's a game and a tricky, and discover it's tricky to be better from the other ones. And they make me this passion put in my blood and until now.
Although the relationship didn't start very well because he reckoned with stats in his hand that his grandmother run faster than you. Well, stats. No, there were no stats at the time.
It was like a spiritual father, like a father in a sport way. It was so rough, so tough. You cannot imagine. It was not simple, no easy work.
Because if you see him almost like a god, and he punishes you, is the biggest punishment, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it was not easy for a long period. It was so demanding, and it was the time, so I cannot stay anymore with him. I remember Michael Laudrup when I went to Barcelona, say I'm going because I cannot stay anymore with him. Forget about it. But in the time, years later, Michael Laudrup speak with him, he was the best. Mm-hmm. So that's happened with the genius.
I see many things of Cruyff in you, but one of them is he used to, if plan A didn't work, he went to perfection that plan. He didn't go to plan B.
Yeah.
He just had so determined about that his ideas were the right ones. You've got that as well.
Yeah.
How many times you heard, why don't you use plan B or whatever that is?
No, for example, it's always I believe when it doesn't work well, it's because you have to perfection, your idea. But for example, our strikers are not big, like for example now Sergio or Gabriel. So the plan B is put big guy for the long ball, but we don't have it. And I wouldn't going to buy one player to have in the bench during 11 months for 10 minutes if the game is not going well. I'm going to try to the last 10 minutes not going well to make it better. But of course there are plan B in the fact, okay, now you're going to make man-to-man, or when we're winning is not going well, you have to defend deep the last 10 minutes. Of course it's going to happen. That is the plan B. The other is better, and sometimes you have to defend the last 10, 15 minutes in your box, when in principle we don't do that. But that is part of the football. But it is so difficult to create a good team, a good idea, to think in 2 ideas or 3 ideas, and I don't have time.
Do you still there? You learn German?
I arrived there and stayed the first month there, and immediately I signed the contract to go to Bayern Munich and start to study German there in New York. In the morning it was 3-4 hours a day studying a little bit the grammatic, and after 2-3 months I remember I'm going to call Uli Jones de Callahan Rummenigge and I'm going to break the contract because it will not be possible to learn. It was so complicated. It's complicated for when you are a kid in the German people. Imagine I was 41 years old, but I am
stubborn
yes. In that situation, and I spoke with my teacher and I said, focus in football words, in concepts, in ideas about football, and the other one. And I arrived to Germany with the basics, and after living there, talking with the people in German, I could more or less speak fluently German.
First press conference that you did for Bayern was in German. Amazing as well, the dinner with Sir Alex, because for what I know of you love the legendary part of football as well as, working with kids, everything that has to do with football. But sitting down with Sir Alex Ferguson,
I know it's life is that's why it's nice. When I was a football Barcelona player when 21 years old, and sometimes in the Christmas times like here is playing in Spain now, I came here and go to the books in London, and I bought one biography from Sir Alex. I read it. So, and after I fought to be, his player was not possible at the end of my career. And after we played each other in Barcelona, Man City, and after I met him more, as a person, and it's fantastic. So that is a joy to be a manager of football, to meet extraordinary people, and I'm very happy that now it's going well, recovering well. And when I saw him in Old Trafford again with all the people, the crowd, and clapping, and how he loved him, he deserved it. All our respect, and I'm so glad he's coming back and going well.
For the biography I wrote of you, I asked him to write a foreword. He didn't think about it twice. Although I think he did ask you. Did he ask you if he could write
No.
or something? He didn't ask you. Okay.
No.
And
You are seductive enough.
Is
so-
that what it is?
Yeah.
He actually said, yeah, no problem. But one thing he insisted on and wanted you to get the message in written form is that why leave Barcelona? There's no point in leaving Barcelona. You should have been there for 25 years.
No.
Of course, he understands football in a different way to you. You had to leave.
No, because I understand the way here in England leaves football. You can stay 20 years maybe in one place. No, it's really true. Here during the week, I don't see the journalists, and what happened. For example, we had many problems. Maybe in the club, in the locker room. Sometimes we have to be tough with the players. Nothing go out. It's few times. In Barcelona or in Bayern Munich, everything will happen. Next time is in Bildzeitung, next time is in the media, in Sport Deportivo, or Marca was in the media. That's why here you work more comfortable. And
Is the stress
in that
that comes from performances and results not other kind of a stress? That perhaps is
but the results at the end, it's simple. You don't win, you will be sacked. If you win, you will continue. But then it's at the end of the season. When it is stressful, the game always. It happened here in Maldives Island, so it doesn't matter. It's the way you live day by day, your profession, with the people you are working with this situation. That is completely different, and that's why I don't know if Alex Ferguson in Barcelona 25 years would that be possible.
Can you
Believe
imagine?
me, I don't know. I don't.
Even
You know the reality there. You know the reality, so I don't know. I think here is more comfortable, in that always you have the pressure, it's not going well, so it will be sacked, but that is not a problem. The problem is during the day, the way we train in the centrum, so it's comfortable, it's private, it's secret, the people love you, it doesn't matter you win,